Okay, so I was 13, and there was this guy. He asked me to come over to his house after school, which I thought was amazing, because I thought this guy was really cute, you know? Which is strange for me, because I don't think people are attractive. Period. God, especially guys. So, we're at his house, and we're watching a movie on his couch, and he turns to me, and he says, "You ever seen a dick before?" I was shy, so I didn't really know what to say to that, and he was like, the shit. So I thought, middle school bullshit. I was just happy to be at his house, because he was like middle school royalty. So, he starts to unbutton his pants. And to be honest, I don't think I'd ever seen a dick before. Well, at least not erect. So, he pulls his dick out. And no offense, Ash, but it has got to be the biggest dick I have seen in my entire life. Like, I could see why he skipped all the bullshit, He was just so fucking proud of that thing. So this dude's erection is just sitting there. And he asks me, "What do you think?" So I say it's hot. I thought that's what girls said, and I was just trying to fit in. He starts making his dick bounce and shit. Like, this guy's bouncing boner, I don't know what the fuck to do with that. So he says some douchey shit. Like, "Yeah, whenever I put my hand around it, it could barely fit. Now, if you were to do it, it'd be like a baby's hand was trying to grab my cock." Like, who the fuck says that shit? It's so dumb. So he asks me if I want to see if I can fit my hand around it. So I just reached out and grabbed it. I don't know. Maybe in an attempt to make him shut up. So I'm jacking this dude off. And it was the weirdest shit ever. Because he looked at me like, "You're welcome." And he didn't blink once. Yeah, for 2 minutes, I was jacking him off, dead eye contact. So, in order to break cocky McBigcock's gaze, I just proceeded to give him head. So, I guess I'm doing okay. And he's grunting like a dog with his dick stuck in a toaster, and I'm fumble fucking my way through this blowjob. It was straight up like trying to throat fuck a pool noodle. So, I guess I'm doing okay. He starts saying some gross ass shit like, "Yeah, girl, you lick that meat," and starts giving me instructions on how to do it. Like, it was basically like trying to learn how to drive a manual car. Shift here, make sure your RPMs are okay, blah, 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 don't stop, that whole bullshit. So, the dude starts shaking. And I swear to Cher, I had no idea that whenever a guy came, that shit came out. Yeah, I thought the term busting a nut literally meant that the testicle just exploded. I don't know, dude, I was fucking 13. So the dude starts coming, and I start to lift my head up, and then he starts pushing my head down further, and then he won't let go of my head, and it started to suffocate. And I couldn't breathe, and he wouldn't let go of my hair. I thought I was gonna die. And so finally, he lets go of my hair, and I lift my head up, and tears were bursting from my eyes, and I saw that piece of shit smiling. So I did the first thing that I thought to do, which was I spat that shit in his face. Yeah. You would have thought that I'd thrown battery acid at him, Started screaming and smearing that shit into his poor excuse of a tween-age beard. And once he was done, I looked at him and I said, "If you ever do that fucking shit to anyone else, I will fucking kill you." And I went home. The whole way home, I was livid. Like, I wasn't hurt, but I just really wanted him dead. The next day at school, he was an entirely different person. He didn't talk to anyone, he sat by himself. And a few months later, he transferred schools. I told myself I would never let that happen to me again. And that's when I learned what being gay was, and I haven't looked back since. Well, until now. But if you ever pull that shit, I will fucking kill you. Got it?
I would never.
Good. Man, old boner bouncer sent me a friend request on Facebook a few years back. Told me that I changed his life. That he's a dad now. He's a life coach. Seems like a pretty decent guy for what it's worth. Fuck that dude. 13-year-old him. I don't really know 26-year-old him.